Studios located here at University Drive. Welcome to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Moncur. I'm a Justice of the Peace here in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. I'm also a member of the local Catholic Christian community. Bradley Road is my spiritual advisor. And of course, I'm so honored to welcome him. Welcome, Bradley.
Thank you so much. Good to be here.
Today is Thursday, the 4th day of July in the year of our Lord 2024. Our neighbor, the United States of America, they are celebrating their 248th anniversary of independence. We look at the U.S. independence after 248 years. We will tell you how in 1776, George Washington, the founding president of the United States, was rebellious. He opposed our blessed sovereign, King George III, and the government of the United Kingdom. 248 years later, the revolution he has started has turned back on the Americans. Let us never forget those who will pick up arms to take over a government without an election. Revolution never turns back, or does it? And 248 years later, the United States of America, its democracy, is being challenged to its very core. And therefore, we may have to down the road in a very euphemistic manner. We may have to think about sending peacekeepers in the United States and to monitor their elections, because we know that for the last 4 years, he has accused their government of rigging the election. So we'll talk about it, and this is powerful. Here on the island of New Providence, a Negro male, he was shot. We will tell you why the police said they had to shoot him in his foot. We'll also talk about Beryl, that powerful storm, and we will tell you how at least one Catholic church is cutting down big trees in preparation for the hurricane season. This is Freedom March. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. God save the United States. Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monka. Bradley Rule is my spiritual advisor, and I'm now going to invite him to do that which spiritual advisors should always do, and in the case of the Bahamian culture, spread the gospel of Jesus. My spiritual advisor.
Thank you so much, Sandra. Good to be here. We have a read today and reply to a text was sent to me again today about the assurance that Jesus Christ is in fact going to come back. Of course, recorded by Luke, the author Luke, in Acts, the first chapter. While the apostles were looking intently into the sky, Jesus was taken up from them. And here's what the angels actually said. In Acts chapter 1, 10 to 11, the Bible says, I'm reading from the NIV, it says, they were looking intently up into the sky as he was going, when suddenly two men, dressed in white, stood beside them. Men of Galilee, they said, why do you stand here looking into the sky? This same Jesus, who has been taken from you into heaven, will come back in the same way you've seen him go into heaven. Acts chapter 1, 10 to 11. This is the assurance to all of those who have the hope in Christ that Jesus Christ will in fact return, because the angels in heaven has given the assurance. This same Jesus who is taken from you into heaven will come back in the same way you have seen him go into heaven. Acts chapter 1, 10 to 11. And then another reply, a text was sent to me about the same Jesus who was taken into the heavens. And the question is, was he God? All right, well, let's see what the Word of God has to say about this, because I do believe this. He says, there is sufficient evidence to prove that Jesus Christ is in fact God. 1 Timothy 3:16, the Apostle Paul Timothy is writing to the young evangelist Timothy. Here's what he says, 1 Timothy 3:16, pay attention now. It says, and without controversy, great is the mystery of godliness. God was manifest in the flesh, justified in the spirit, seen of angels, preached unto the Gentiles, believed on in the world, and received up into glory. Remember we read a passage earlier? This same Jesus who was taken up into heaven will come back. Who was taken up into heaven? It says, and without controversy, great is the mystery of godliness. God was manifest in the flesh, justified in the spirit, seen of angels, preached unto the Gentiles, believed on in the world, and received up into glory. Was that Jesus? Yes, it was. God was manifest in the flesh. Jesus Christ was God in the flesh. 1 Timothy 3:16. I answered your question. The Word of God is forever and ever blessed. Amen. Thank you, producer. Back to you, Sandra.
I thank you, my spiritual advisor.
Absolutely, indeed.
Well, folks, today the United States of America celebrates its 248th anniversary of independence. You will recall that it was in 1776 that George Washington and a number of colonists, they created insurrection and they revolted against our late blessed sovereign, King George III. And before we knew it, the Americans had overthrown the legitimate government, and 248 years later, we will have to look at how revolutions never turn back, if I am repeating it correctly. And so we are now seeing that in the United States, one of the most powerful nations on the earth, with some of the most sophisticated weapons, revolution is in the air. But before we criticize and critique the U.S., let us pay respect to a powerful neighbor. I shall invite my producer to play the United States national anthem as we celebrate their 248th anniversary. Well, folks, we honor the United States of America, who has been a very good friend and ally to the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. But 248 years ago, the Americans overthrew our late blessed sovereign, King George III, and that began the story of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas and the Northern Bahamas, where the loyalists, those settlers who were faithful to His Majesty, they flee the Americas, or should I say they flee America, and they came to the Bahamas with their slaves. We have seen in the 248th anniversary of the United States of America, taking into consideration, it is the world's first great political experiment where they abandoned king set up by God to rule. They abandoned king and they revolted. Now, 248 years later, the experimentation is threatened. Powerful forces in the United States no longer have confidence in their three system of government. We have heard for the last 4 years that the President of the United States of America, I'm advised that he became the 45th President of the United States, Donald Trump, has preached from the mountaintops of the United States that their elections are not fair, it's not democratic, and he has been robbed. He has cast major doubt in my Negro mind, and he has been successful in doing that because he's a white man, and I have confidence in white people. And as I listen to Donald Trump, he has left me in a state where I don't know what to do. But Donald Trump has preached it. And as we watch what is taking place in the United States, no matter what you think, it appears that Donald Trump is on the right track. It appears that the highest judicial authority, the third branch of government, has thrown full support behind Donald Trump. Let us pray for the Americans that war will not break out on the mainland. After all, if war breaks out, what will we be able to do? Because they have some of the most sophisticated ammunition, and their citizens who are not criminals have a right to bear arms. But this is the story of the United States. I condemn them for overthrowing King George III. And I yearn for a day when England's future king will recapture the United States of America, and the 52 states will return to Great Britain. God save the king, God save King Charles III, and the entire royal family. And this is powerful. I thank you. My spiritual advisor, if you wish, you may congratulate the Americans.
248 years.
Yeah.
And Haiti is what, 229?
Well, we
Yeah,
have been,
about?
we got our independence in 1804,
Right, so
and the Americans got theirs in 1776.
76.
So 76 plus 24 would
yeah,
be
I think it's
1800, and then the other four. So the Americans is about 28 years
Or so,
older
yeah.
than we are. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And of course, we did contribute it. That's us, the Haitian people. We did contribute it to the American War of Independence, but notwithstanding that, we have not been treated very well by the United States. They have occupied us in 1915, and our ancestors have told us many stories about the sins of the United States. But there has been also some good, which the Americans have done. But by and large, they have encouraged an African gang to occupy Haiti. That's Kenya. And I, as a descendant of Africans, I can never forget them black people in Africa who captured us and sold us into slavery. 248 years later, the Americans have the Kenyans occupying Haiti. No wonder there is a hurricane threatening that island, but we should pray that it is avoided. Well, talking about hurricane, let's look at Hurricane Beryl, which has swept through the Caribbean. My producer, let's see what the international media has been reporting, because apparently it has done tremendous damages in the Caribbean, particularly places like Jamaica and Barbados and so forth. What have you heard?
And Grenada as well, I think.
And Grenada, yeah. And I took note today that I passed St. Joseph Catholic Church, and they have been trimming some of the huge trees. So that was a signal to me that perhaps I'm going to have to look at one or two of them big trees I got in Black Village. But I'm very reluctant to cut down my sapodilla tree, which is perhaps the biggest tree in the whole of Bainstown and Grandstown. I'm also reluctant to cut down my Canep tree, which is perhaps the sweetest Canep, second to my colleague. So can we have that media report, or are we going to do ad first?
No, he's going to do the...
He's going to do
Let's
the
do the
media
media report first, yeah.
No.
I'm Tom Yamas, in for Lester tonight. It is massive, it is deadly, and it is unprecedented. Tonight, Hurricane Beryl has Jamaica and the Cayman Islands in its sights. A powerful Category 4 storm that has already killed at least 6 people on its catastrophic path across the Caribbean. Beryl is the strongest hurricane on record for June or July. It has caused immense destruction in places like St. Vincent and the Grenadines. According to that country's prime minister, leaving 90% of the houses you see here severely damaged or destroyed on one of those islands. Tomorrow, Beryl is expected to bring up to a foot of rain to parts of Jamaica, which could trigger dangerous flash floods. And tonight, news it could even reach the United States. We'll get the latest on its path in a few minutes. But first, Sam Brock reports on Beryl's destructive rampage.
Tonight, the monster storm pummeling the Caribbean with drenching rain and life-threatening winds and storm surge. Hurricane Beryl, now barreling towards Jamaica as a potentially catastrophic Category 4, expected to be the worst storm to hit here in nearly 2 decades.
I'm encouraging all Jamaicans to take the hurricane as a serious threat.
It's also the strongest hurricane to ever form in the Atlantic this early in the season, linked to warming waters from climate change.
Ignoring climate change is deadly and dangerous and irresponsible.
Hurricane Beryl rapidly intensified as it made landfall in Grenada on Monday, devastating the islands of Petite Martinique and Carriacou.
The situation is grim. There is no power. There's almost complete destruction of homes and buildings on the island.
Officials say the storm has killed at least 6 people, a number they caution will likely rise. Beryl also leaving a trail of destruction in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, including ripping the roof off this school.
This is actually the strongest storm that we've had come through St. Vincent in my lifetime.
So folks, we have seen what has occurred. Everything that we have seen just now has already taken place through the Caribbean, and therefore we here in the Bahamas must take the threats of storm very seriously and begin to prepare, because we do not know what could happen, taking into consideration that Beryl is perhaps the strongest hurricane that we have seen in perhaps this century, and at this early period, which is the month of July. So I thought we will say that to you.
Yeah, when we get back, well, no, we have some guests, but at 5 o'clock break, we have some up-to-date footage from Jamaica on the destruction that was overnight, basically. How much time do you have on the clock, producer?
You may be able to do an hour or two. Go ahead, let's try.
No. We only have 58 seconds, right? Yeah, we're coming to the end of the show.
You have 58 seconds?
Yeah.
You better set my phone then. Okay, no problem. So folks, that is what is taking place, and when we return, we have two wonderful guests from Urban Renewal. We will talk with them so we can find out precisely what Urban Renewal is doing as it relates to activities involving our young people. Don't forget, this is the summer holidays. There are lots of young people who are free. There are many who are involved in activities. So we have two surprise guests for you, and we will chat with them and see precisely what is taking place as it relates to Urban Renewal. I think that's going to be very powerful indeed. And of course, there are other issues that we want to touch, because there is a matter involving a 29-year-old Negro lad from perhaps McCullough Corner, I hope I have his street correctly, who was shot by police on Lewis Street and Blueville Road after it is alleged he robbed a woman with a cutlass, took away her bag, and somehow slapped her with his cutlass. Well, he got away with that, but when confronted by the police, things changed. This is Freedom March. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. God save the King. This is powerful. We'll be right back after the break. Hold on, everybody. It's a wonderful day in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. I have two special guests with me from Urban Renewal. I have with me Assistant Commissioner of Police, retired, Stephen Dane, who is the chairman of Urban Renewal, and Chief Superintendent of Police, Theodore Campbell, who is the director, if I am saying it correctly, of Urban Renewal National Band. But if I'm not saying it, I'm certain they will correct me. Gentlemen, I welcome both of you. And Mr. Dane, let's start with you.
Good afternoon. I'm the acting director now of Urban Renewal.
You're the acting director.
Yes.
Oh, please forgive me. So what event we have planned now for the young people?
What we have, and Campbell will delve more into it. Mr. Monker, we're happy to be on your show. And
thank you.
Say
You're
happy
welcome.
Bahamas and to everyone.
Yes.
This coming weekend is going to be the biggest event in the Bahamas.
Yes.
While we have independence, I know I will not have anything to observe independence.
Right.
The celebration, but this is part of the independence celebrations.
Okay.
All the bands that, particularly through the police urban renewal
Yes.
functions,
Yes.
have been developing over the past few years.
Right.
A number of bands from our family will be coming to Nassau, conveying at one place.
Right.
And one time, one show time, and this can be the best and the brightest of musicians that you'll see, young full musicians. You know, all the time we castigate our young people for doing things wrong.
Yes.
But this weekend we'll be celebrating the good of our young people. That's what it's about, celebrating the good of our young people.
Now, which day this weekend are you referring to?
Well, that's going to be Sunday, the 7th, this Sunday, the
Sunday.
7th
Yes.
of July,
Yes.
2024,
Yes.
at 3 p.m.
Yes.
Not 3 p.m. Bahamian time, but military real time.
Yes.
3 p.m.
Yes.
at the Sir Kendall Isaacs Gym.
Okay.
And once again, happy Bahamas.
Well, and who is invited to that?
Man, everybody.
Every-
If I give you a brief history of how this all came about.
Well, please tell us.
The Commissioner of Police, Mr. Clayton Fernando,
Yes.
he was hosting his family fun day
Yes.
in San Salvador.
Yes.
And during that time,
Yes.
the Prime Minister came on the island.
Okay.
And prior to the Prime Minister coming on the island of San Salvador,
Yes.
we had a workshop, the Urban Renewal Band team,
All right.
with the wonderful, talented, and gifted young persons in San Salvador,
Yes.
which is the island's led by Superintendent Lewis.
Okay.
And his director down there is Assistant Superintendent Miller. So we went down there, we did a workshop with those young persons.
Yes.
And on arrival at the airport,
Uh-huh.
when the Prime Minister arrived, the young persons played a standard militant fanfare.
Really? So y'all were able to organize a band that quickly?
Yes, because the workshop was, the thing about it is, in those islands, as I traveled through the islands,
Right.
in particular San Salvador,
Yes.
those young persons, they're hungry for knowledge.
Wow.
So when we went there, we did about 6 hours to 8 hours every day for 4 days.
Uh-huh.
But they were practicing morning, noon, and night, even while they were not at the workshop.
Wow.
So we provided the tutelage and the expertise,
Right.
and then they took it to another level with their practicing.
This is powerful. So as a result of that motivation,
Yes, sir.
you're now having this national...
Yeah, because what happened, the Prime Minister, he thought that was the police band.
Really?
When he looked and he saw that, he couldn't believe that was
Wow.
the young persons
Wow.
in his island constituency.
So is it
in
a
San
competition or what is it? Or is just a gathering of young artists who's just going to display their musical talent?
But the thing about it is, it's a gathering of young persons, but of course in the Bahamas, friendly competition is always good.
Of course.
But the theme is unleashing your sound through music in peace.
Unleashing
Your sound
your song
through music
in
in peace,
in peace,
love,
love,
and unity.
Man, this is powerful.
Yes, yeah.
I wonder if I've learned that.
Yeah.
Unleashing your song in love,
Peace.
peace, and
Unity.
unity.
Yes,
This
sir.
is powerful. And this
Yes,
is
sir.
for Sunday,
This
7
Sunday.
p.m.,
Yes, sir.
Kendall Isaac Gym.
Yes, sir.
Members of the public are invited.
All.
And how much would it cost us?
Totally, unequivocally, undeniably free.
Really?
Yes, free.
And so, let's say if I had a little child, well, I don't have a child, but he's big. I could bring him.
Bring it.
Yes,
bring it.
sir.
We want all and sundry.
We want all in the
All
camp.
and sundry.
Really?
All and sundry to be out.
So tell members of the public they're invited.
And members of the public, everybody. I think this will be an event, a once in a lifetime event that you won't want to miss. If you miss this, it's almost close to missing heaven.
Wow.
You need to be there. You need to be there, showing the talent. And behind the scenes, a lot of people haven't been seen in the short space of time.
Right.
In the past 2 years, what has been happening. So
Right.
these bands are being established through the police officers in Cat Island,
Yes.
Abaco, Elutra, and Exuma. Some of them Exuma had an existing band, and so we tie in everything in. And
Right.
there's expansion to other islands.
Right.
We're going to bring the band. You know, predominantly Nassau had centric with Urban Renewal Band's base.
Yes.
We're going to take it to the whole Bahamas. Grand Bahamas involved every island. We have Urban Renewal, Auckland's Crooked Island, Long Island. We are going to those places. Bimini everywhere.
Well, by doing so, you would demonstrate to the country that Nassau isn't the Bahamas.
Most definitely. Most
That is so
definitely.
powerful.
Yes, yes.
Most definitely. And what it is so powerful. See, and that is not always going to happen, Mr. Monaco. It will be a total travesty if we had brought those bands here just for playing and no rewards.
Yes.
What we have done, we were able to contact a university and an international university and a college in the United States. That's Talladega College is coming.
Right.
And Lantern College is coming. They already said they prepared to give some of these children scholarships.
Wow, this is
so they will be
beautiful.
here auditioning on all day Saturday.
Right.
And we'll be running some of the prospects through.
Right.
And we hope to announce some scholarships at the end of this.
This is great. This is great. So we are going to see something that we have not seen really before then.
And we are going to see something we have not seen before. I'm going to tell you, Kemba.
Well, just to add to what Mr. Dan said, one of the questions you asked,
Yeah.
Nassau was the focus before with Urban Renewal.
Right.
However, for the first time,
And he was a young constable.
yes.
Right.
And that day is when it started.
Yes.
Really?
Farm Road, yes, sir.
And now you're chief superintendent.
All praise to God.
Boy,
Yes, sir.
it's wonderful.
Yes,
I
sir.
remember when chief superintendent used to be old. No, but
Thank you so much for the compliment, sir.
then I run into chief superintendent. I just want to say, why the commissioner send me these young people?
Mark the magic of time.
It's amazing. Maybe it's me who old it.
Well, you know, in the next thing I'll say, you're very young yourself, but God
Yeah.
always rewards effort and sacrifice.
Yes, yes. Thank you, thank you.
And God is the source, and through His resources, we will continue to work because our nation is in good hands. God
Thank
have
you.
everything under control.
Thank you.
And Mr. Monica, a lot of people always knock the urban renewal. There's sometimes people say this and that, but I'm going to tell you,
Yeah.
it's evidence-based. We have evidence-based of the success of urban renewal.
Right.
Some 20 years ago when urban renewal started,
Right.
the band started.
Right.
I can tell you now there were two 10-year-olds in the band, one from Quaco Street and one from up in Stapleton. They won the marching band, two young girls.
Wow.
Playing I remember one of the mothers say, I don't want my child to join this band, I'm not sure about this. But true, say, Mr. Dane, because you're in charge, and Mr. Campbell is there, I'm gonna let the child join. That's 10 years ago. Coming back and tracking. That young girl, one of those girls, is a medical doctor now.
Wow.
She got a music scholarship to go away.
This is great.
And one is a judge in the United States now.
Really?
Through a music scholarship in the urban, through learning the first day in urban renewal band, the success. And there are many other success stories of people who went away to school where they got their first jump in urban renewal.
Well, this is the story that we need to tell.
Yes.
We need to tell the story of urban renewal, how productive it has been in the communities, and how it has developed lots of young men and women.
Yes.
So this is a great event. I want you to continue to remind members of the public that it is, man.
It's on Sunday. This Sunday.
And that is when?
July 7th, 2024.
And
3
it's
p.m. at the Sir Kendall Isaacs Gym. 3 p.m. sharp, military, real time.
This is powerful.
Yes, sir.
And of course, for those of us who might forget where Kendall G.L. Isaac Gym is, would you kindly say to them, just for the record?
Definitely the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium.
Right.
And once you turn to there, Thomas A. Robinson Stadium, on your right-hand side,
Where the world relays for
the
him.
World Relays,
Right.
the Bahamas Games,
Right.
all the international track and field events,
Right.
all the school track and field events.
Right.
Instead of going to the Stadium
Right.
on the left.
Right.
You go over to the right.
Right.
That's where the secondalized exchange is.
And of course,
But there's some people working behind the scenes who made this happen.
Yes.
And we would first say the Prime Minister,
Right.
and then we want to come jumping on our Minister, Minister Keith Bell,
Right.
and we have State Minister Lisa Ramming,
Right.
and we have the Minister of National Security, the Honorable Wayne Monroe,
Right.
and then we have our Permanent Secretary, Mr. Reginald Sanders, who has
Okay.
been the driving force, who's the main middleman.
Right.
He's been working, and then we have the Commissioner of Police. Obviously, the
Right,
Commissioner
right,
has been,
right.
and the police has really been driving forces to make urban renewal a good thing. So the
good
police
thing,
are back in full force
Right.
and is making some things happen. So we want to also Assistant Commissioner, Anthony Roll, who's responsible, who has the oversight
Right.
along that line.
Yes.
So we have a number of people in urban renewal who are working. We have our managers, we have our leaders, we have persons in Cat Island, we have persons in Grand Bahama. With the Senator Russell is in Grand Bahama.
Right.
We
Like
have
Lieutenant says.
Melanie Ramming. She's
Right.
in Cat Island, the coordinator. We have Ms. Lily Mae Longley here in New Providence,
Right.
who is the coordinator along that line. And we have a number of ASPs, Campbell,
Yes,
who are working.
indeed.
And I'm telling you, this is driving force. So we want the whole Bahamas to show up. This is the event to be at.
and by your revelation of the involvement of all of these people, you're showing that there is an organization
Yes.
in
Yes,
the
sir.
background
Yes,
who's helping
indeed.
to coordinate. who's
It's
helping-
well structured.
Yes.
And I have to remember we have two co-chairs, and I know you know the Right Honorable Algernon Allen,
Yes,
KC,
right?
Yes.
and
Yes.
Reverend Diana Francis.
Francis.
Okay.
And they are, since they came in, has been a good added boost
Yes, yes,
to
yes.
what we are doing. So
Yes.
we try to rekindle that fire
Yes.
that used to burn in urban renewal when you were there, Rodney.
Yes.
And so
Yes.
we're going to get it. It is
Yes.
moving on the right path.
Yes.
And I like the direction it's going in.
Right.
And urban renewal is changing lives in our community. There are so many testimonials out there, Mr. Monka. And this is one of the greatest ambitious crime prevention. It's crime prevention.
Right.
Dealing with all those things that would normally cause crime, like poor housing, unemployed, and all these type of things. We are working on the ground. Our teams are working. And you're going to see the Bahamas is going to see some great things. And this is just one of the things.
Now, for those parents who will be watching this on Sunday and who would want their children to join and to participate, how do they get their children involved?
Well, definitely, indeed. I would say that, as Mr. Dane already touched on, urban renewal from the police standpoint is led by Assistant Commissioner Anthony Roll.
Right.
He has under his remit, he has Chief Superintendent Darby Pratt, who has responsibility for all of the presently 11, soon to be 12 urban renewal centers.
Okay.
So those parents can go to any one of those urban renewal centers
Within their...
within the respective communities.
Yes. Okay.
And the assistant superintendents along with center managers are there.
Right.
They have application forms for the band there.
Okay.
And they would then forward those to the urban renewal band team.
Right.
And we would then reach out to them.
Right.
And ensure that they become a part of
Yes.
this
Right.
internationally recognized
Right.
Yes, yes,
urban
yes.
renewal band.
So this is open to young people.
Young
It's
people
open to
throughout the
young
Commonwealth
people.
of the Bahamas.
And right now we have an order, and even if young people want to get involved in the urban renewal bands, they can go to any one of our old urban renewal centers,
Right.
register through an application,
Right.
and we'll get to Mr. Campbell because we are in the recruiting stage now.
Okay.
And we hope that, one time the band was 1,000 strong here in
Yep.
New Providence.
Really?
And so we're
was.
going to go back to that. That's the aim, to get back to 1,000. Because what we believe, Mr. Monka, it's alternative for crime. It's
Of
a crime
course.
prevention tool.
It's crime
Because our
prevention.
experience and records have shown that rarely you find anyone who went through the urban renewal program
Right.
on those bands
Right.
have been involved in crime or be in front of the court.
Right.
And so if we can do this, what the young people are crying for. Music,
Yes.
it's a discipline tool.
It's a
Music
language.
is discipline. It's a language.
It's a language.
It's a universal language.
Ah,
of the
it can
world.
be a language
Yes.
of love.
Yes.
A
Yes.
language
Yes.
of peace.
Yes. Yes.
Sometimes a language
Yes.
of war.
You go on deep. Let me tell you why.
Go ahead.
Because we decided that we're going to take it back. Music was originated from heaven. And who
Amen.
had the responsibility for it?
Go ahead.
Now the devil had responsibility for it, right? So he decided he wanted to try corrupt it. So
Wow.
what we're going to do, we're taking it back.
Wow.
Whatever negative songs we hear with a nice beat,
Right.
we're taking that beat.
Yes.
We can put positivity to it,
Yes.
positive words to it.
Yes.
Yes.
And we come up with that beat,
Yes.
and we let the devil and his workers know.
Yes.
Guess what?
Yes.
Urban renewal is here.
Yes.
And through urban renewal, crime prevention and youth empowerment program, we are going to reach
Yeah.
our nation's
This is powerful.
Yes, sir.
So I want the message to be spread.
Yes.
And you have to tell everybody in urban renewal that they have to spread the word.
Yes,
and perhaps as they move about
you're
the
going to
community.
see a major public relations blitz.
Yes.
And you're going to see managers hitting the road, the officers, they're going to be walking the beat like we used to do.
Right.
That is going to be done. We just launched last Monday, not this week, the Citizens Advisory Council, where we get leaders from the community.
Right.
They got involved, they're part, they're going to be in the decision making now.
Right.
We're not going to make decisions on our own.
Right.
They're going to be in decision making.
Yes.
So you're going to see some wonderful things for urban renewal, and I would ask any young person to get involved in urban renewal. Get involved. That is the antidote to me in some aspects.
Of course,
for
music
crime
has
and
always
antisocial
been-
behavior.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I believe that we
Yeah.
can do some things. And Rodney, I was there before, and I'm going to tell you when it first started, I wanted one of the persons on the ground when this was started.
Right.
So I'm saying to you now, the good master has brought me back
Amen.
to finish the work that has not been completed.
Yes.
So with Campbell and the team, Mr.
Yes.
Allen, Mr. Bell,
Yes.
Mr. Rami,
Yes.
Pierre Sanders, and
Yes.
Mr. Roll, and,
Yes.
and others that we have,
Yes.
I'm going to tell you, this is the dream team.
Now, Mr. Campbell, what all instruments can young people learn should they join the urban renewal band? Name me some of these instruments.
Multifaceted. We start with some main instruments. We have the flute,
The flute.
the clarinet, we have
Yes.
the trumpet, we have the F horns, we have the baritones, trombones, sousaphones. And let's go into some of the string instruments. They can even learn guitars.
Really?
Yes, sir. Violin.
Yes.
I'm not too old
No, sir.
to join.
Man, it's
Man,
unlimited.
I'm 67 and I got 4 guitar.
Bring it. Let's go.
Bring it. We can,
Let's go. Let's go.
remember the band.
Yeah,
This is powerful.
The pop band.
But I'll tell you, all the parents in all the
Yes,
entire
yes.
Bahamas, they come out on
Yes.
Sunday. This Sunday, they're going to see a showcase of not just talent within the Urban Renewal program, because Urban Renewal is a partnership and
Right.
collaboration
Right.
with the community, the schools
Right.
as
Oh,
well.
yes.
We
Right.
also have some outstanding, exceptional school and community band.
yes, yes.
We're starting with the band that started it all. You know what band that is?
What band is it?
The legendary Church of God of Prophecy.
Oh,
they can light up the blaze first.
Listen, if a Church of God band start, it's heavenly.
Heavenly. There you go.
And
Yes, sir.
they good. Well, I'm a product of the Church of God of Prophecy.
Really?
I played in the band for
No,
a
I
couple,
see why
couple
you
years
are
ago.
a saved man.
And while I saying that, I want to put a shout out to Bishop Brother Sean Gibson and the band, and he was able to assist us and lead us in some directions in getting these scholarship sponsors from
This
here.
is great.
And
This
so
is
what
great.
I'm saying, things are happening. Things are happening, Monica, and I'm going to tell you, if we could get our young people involved in these types of program,
Yes.
I'm going to tell you, it's going to help our country well.
But let's shout out Sean Gibson's name again. Anybody who's working hard to help find scholarship.
Yeah.
We need to, we need
Yeah.
to salute them.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
So he was able to help us. Because
Okay.
the Church of God band did some things with scholarships.
Right.
So my mind ran on him. I
Right.
reached out to him, and he's able to lead me in some directions.
This is
That's
great.
how we was able to get Adrian Thompson from Talladega College and Mark Gordon from Lantern College.
Right.
They're going to be here. They're excited to be here on ground, and
This
they
is
say they're not
powerful.
going to leave without giving scholarships.
This is powerful.
They're not going to leave without giving music
So,
scholarships.
folks, we have to get our young people involved in wholesome activity.
No question about it.
And nothing like being able to beat a drum. You didn't tell me anything about drum.
Well, I was trying to get there.
Well, go ahead.
Because the drum line is the key. Listen, to start a band,
Yes.
which is all you need is 3 instruments. What instruments you would say?
Well, I'm certain I'm going to need a goatskin drum. Go ahead.
Now you're going deep into our culture. You need drums. You need a percussion line, a drum line.
Yes.
You need the lead. What instrument plays the lead?
Is that what? Teach me.
The trumpet.
The trumpet.
The trumpet.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
And you then need something to carry the bass.
Well,
You
really?
need one to make sousaphone.
Yeah, maybe sousaphone. Man, you have a trumpet, sousaphone, and some drums.
You got a band.
Man, you go that's a band.
You got a band.
Well, I always wanted to learn the trumpet because I'm told that is the trumpet I must listen for in the day.
Man, you know Mr. Dan is a good trumpeter too, you know.
Really?
Yeah, man, don't mind me.
We got to practice it, man.
Yes, we got together.
Yeah.
But it is so good. But one thing, Rodney, and I keep coming back to Mr. Monka, is that the benefits. We have seen children who are not doing well in school pick up instrument. Now they can read music.
Wow.
We have adults who can't read music.
Shucks.
These children can read music, and we saw their grades are going up in school. We saw they were being changed. This has been measured. A lot of people just thought that urban was just being run.
Right.
We were measuring and checking up. We were doing back. And one thing we learned if you win the children, you win the parents.
Of course.
You won the parents already.
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
every parent wants to see, just like what me and you want for our children,
Yes.
that's what the parent out there in the communities,
Of
particularly
course.
in our disadvantaged community, want to see for their children.
Of course.
And I'll just add,
Go ahead.
you win the children, you win the parents, and then you win the community.
Yes.
That is true.
Yes.
And then eventually you're going to win the nation.
Of course.
Yes.
And that's the key. So what we are going to continue to do is press forward or put on with them together. But I would want to give a shout out to those school
Go right
pop
ahead.
bands.
Look right in the
Yeah.
camera
I'm
and
going to tell
them.
you, before I go into them island bands, because them
Yeah.
island coming strong.
Okay.
But them school, we're talking about the CV Battle Pop Band.
Wow.
They come in to just light up the place.
They're good.
Very exceptional.
I can't miss it then.
Man, you cannot miss it.
Yeah, come early, Rodney, to get a seat.
Okay, I gotta come early.
Then we have the GHS Pop Band. Exceptional.
Really? Mm-hmm. Any from my old school?
Not the R&B.
No.
no.
CC Speeding.
For the next, and yeah, two.
A work in progress.
Work in progress.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we gotta get one to CC Speeding now.
If you bring the students to him, he will train them.
Man,
Definitely, indeed.
Man, we gotta get
Me and the
some
team,
CC Speeding.
the team. Let me show you. We have R&B. But R&B, we getting the CC Speeding. But
Okay.
R&B. We
Okay.
have R&B,
All right.
exceptional pop band. And we going
Yeah.
all the way to the northern.
Yeah.
No,
St. George's.
When we talk about pop band, please explain to me what that means.
Okay, now the pop band is slightly different from the marching band.
Okay.
We can go into the pop band. The pop band is actually what really is the highlight throughout the nation right now.
Okay.
What you would see is a lot of schools, they have transitioned in the pop band.
Okay.
Because once you get your sound equipment,
Right.
and you get your lead, bass guitar, your keyboard, and your drum set,
Right.
and you have some nice vocal singers, multiple children can learn on those same
Of course.
instruments.
Of course.
And we have several schools with exceptional pop bands, and they're learning from some of the best educators within the world. Because
Wow.
right here in the Bahamas, we have some excellent musical
And
educators.
just to chime in,
Right.
just
Go
to make
ahead.
it in simple terms, so for the fellow over the hill could understand what we're talking about.
Right.
That if you're having a little party and you want a little band there,
Let's
Right.
go.
this the band. The pop
Yes,
band is the band
pop
what
band.
comes there with
Okay.
3 or 4 fellas, or
Yes.
sometimes 5 or 6.
Right.
And you know in the days when you go back to nostalgic days when you were growing up, I
Right.
wasn't around.
Right.
When they had the King and Knights and all those places where
Right,
the bands
right,
were playing.
right.
We hope to rekindle that kind of spirit where these
Wow.
children, when they leave our school, could get an opportunity to play at the hotels, could play in the community,
Yes.
Yep.
could be invited away. We are bringing that life back to the inner city.
Yes.
So let's prepare them.
Yes.
Indeed. 'Cause
Preparation.
I'll say, because even within the urban renewal, the gang, because we call it God's anointed now generation.
Right.
And how that came about, the Prime Minister said that word, we have for whatever reason, young persons are attracted to go into that.
Right.
We can take that word back. So we have the urban renewal gang, the pop band with young persons who came through the urban renewal program.
So we now
who are
have
instructors.
so
And we have the urban renewal pop band,
This is
which is
powerful.
dynamic pop band.
And we have an urban renewal gang.
Yes, the urban renewal gang.
A positive one.
A positive gang. God's anointed now generation.
I always wanted to join.
Come be a part. Yes, sir.
Again.
But this is a good one to join. This is a good one to join. This is a
I
good
love
one.
it.
And you know, persons like Campbell Dams need to be celebrated.
Of
I mean,
course.
they're doing a lot of work behind the scene. If you've seen what Campbell has done, I can tell you from years ago.
I know.
Behind the scene,
Campbell
Mr. Ronco.
participated
Mr. Ronco.
in one of my
Yeah.
programs,
Yes.
which was sponsored by the Ministry of National Security.
Yes, yes,
When we
yes.
went into Kemp Road
Yes.
to establish a business program.
Yes, yes.
But you know, I don't talk about it because I don't want everybody to know that I am actually doing these things.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah,
So
so-
once again, it is
Yes.
for Sunday.
It's for Sunday.
This Sunday.
3 p.m.
3 p.m.
There's available parking space.
Available parking space.
There's plenty security.
Because the police is there.
The police is
You
there.
don't have to worry about
It's like a
security.
police operation.
The police-
over.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
This is a major police operation
And-
led with, in conjunction. This is urban renewal policing,
And this is family oriented.
family oriented.
Bring your little children.
Bring them there because they will be inspired.
And if you have big children who is willing to follow,
Yeah.
bring them as
Who
well.
knows? You might have a musician in your family who's not in the band. He can come out on Saturday and audition to get a scholarship. He don't have to be in the urban
There is
renewal.
auditioning on Saturday.
On Saturday at the gym.
Saturday when?
It's starting from 9 a.m.
No,
What date
That's
is
the
Saturday?
The 6th.
The 6th.
So
So
Saturday the 6th, there's an audition.
their scouts
Yes.
will be out there. We'll be looking at people. Scholarships.
Scholarship
They want,
opportunities.
because one of the universities now have about 63 Bahamians in their band,
Wow.
in their marching band.
Wow.
So both of these have Bahamian youngsters in their marching band.
So the audition is set for Saturday.
For Saturday.
Yes. Saturday the 6th of
For
July.
Saturday.
What time?
9 a.m. It's
9 a.m.
9 a.m.
9 a.m. So you can so children from Cat Island can get a scholarship.
Yes.
Someone from Exuma can get a scholarship.
Yes.
Elutra and all Abaco,
Yes.
Grand Bahama, New Providence can get a scholarship.
This is exciting.
Indeed.
And then after the audition, Sunday.
The big grand finale. The grand
Wow.
finale.
This
The
is
grand
powerful.
finale.
Where Abaco say they ready.
Really?
Cat Island say they come in.
No,
Elutra say we are here.
This is powerful.
Exuma say it's on.
This is powerful.
Watch it now. Freeport Grand Bahama say
Yeah.
we bringing it.
Wow.
San Salvador says let's do it.
Yes!
And
Yes.
New Providence
Yeah.
says
Yeah.
one band, one
band.
sound.
Yes.
Man, this is going to be great.
One Bahamas.
We have to listen, folks. Let's come out and support the young people, okay? It's our only future. They are our children, and we should give them all the love and support. And then we should show Mr. Dane and Chief Superintendent Campbell that we are appreciative of their efforts by showing up and supporting. Listen, men, I want to thank you.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Dane, I thank you.
Thank you.
Chief Superintendent
Thank you, Bahamas.
Campbell, I thank you. This is Freedom March. God save the King. God save urban renewal.
Yes.
Let the young people step down Sunday, okay? That's when the grand finale take place at the Kendall G. L. Isaac Gym. Sunday, 3 p.m. Back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker, and I had two special guests from Urban Renewal. That was the acting director of Urban Renewal, the retired retired assistant commissioner of police, Stephen Dane, and chief superintendent of police, Theodore Campbell. Mr. Campbell is the director of the Urban Renewal musical band and group. So as they have pointed out, on Saturday the 6th at Kendall G.L. Isaac Gym, there is going to be at least 2 colleges from the United States. There will be an audition, and those young people who can pass the audition, they shall be granted scholarships. So that is very, very good. And then the following day, which would be Sunday the 7th of July, around 3 p.m., Kendall G.L. Isaac Gym is going to be like a national competition involving all the Urban Renewal bands from around the Family Island, and it's going to be powerful, powerful. But I have another special guest with me, and I'm certain he must have been trained by Urban Renewal. So I'm going to invite Brother Ian Thomas. Brother Thomas, how are you?
I already hear what you're saying.
Well, everything is fine. What do you have for the people then?
All kind of things.
Well, let me hear it.
Hey, happy American independence and
Well, thank you.
pre-Bahamian independence and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to get straight into this. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ian Thomas, and I'm from Direct Marketers. Direct Marketers, of course, is a marketing company where we specialize in radio, TV, print, social media, and e-blast. So if you have a business or a business idea and you want to know how viable it is, please feel free to give me a call at 552-0212. That's 552-0212. You like that little placard?
It's beautiful.
It's a shameless plug.
Wow.
That's my number. 552-0212. Yeah, so what you saying? Everything good?
Yeah, man.
You like seafood?
I like to see food.
You see crab?
I like to see crab.
Man, come here, let me see your mouth. Yeah, you see crab. Yeah, man. So that is good.
Really?
If you like seafood.
What kind of crab you have?
Organic crabs, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I can tell you right now, but these are Bahamian Seafood Connection. These guys are located on Fire Trail Road. If you're heading west, as soon as you get off the roundabout, you're heading west towards Gladstone Road. They're right there on the left-hand side in an orange little shopping plaza.
Really?
Bahamian Seafood Connection. Now, they carry things like shrimp, cracked chicken, mussels, salmon. You say salmon or salmon?
Well, I say salmon.
Salmon.
Okay.
They got stone crabs, snow crabs, blue crabs, lump crabs, imitation crabs. That's plenty crab, eh?
No.
That's plenty crab.
Do they have any alphabetically?
No. That's all the crabs they got, Mr. Bud. Listen, they got mahi.
Who?
Mahi. They didn't just get one mahi. They get 2. They got mahi.
Is that alphabetical?
I don't know. I'm just talking about these things. They got steaks, tuna steaks.
I've never had tuna steaks yet.
Tuna steaks.
This is a steak made from tuna?
Yes, you
Really?
steak it. Yeah.
When are you going to organize for me to go down there?
I can let you check it out, man. I want you to check it out. They got whole snappers.
Really?
Whole snappers. Snapper fillet. And grouper steaks. That's what they want me to talk about today.
This is powerful.
So right now for Independence, I think it's going to be from now until Independence. I'm going to try to see if they can go after Independence as well.
Okay.
I haven't gotten that yet.
What time do they open?
That's a good question.
Yeah, go ahead.
They're open in the morning from about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and they're open till late, so about 6:30, almost 7 o'clock.
Really?
But I want you to, that's a good question. I'm going to put the number out there. Can I say the number right now?
Of course.
The number to the store is 341-0734.
0734. 341-0734.
Yes, you got it. 341.
That's about 2 crab.
Yeah, that's about 2 crab right there. Yeah. If you want to WhatsApp it, you can WhatsApp them at 822-6180.
Really? 822-6180?
Yep.
That's powerful.
That's Bahamian Seafood Connection.
Okay.
So this is what's happening right now. $9, you can get a pound of skin and gutted grouper for $9.
Really?
Yes. You pay $8.50 for a pound, and that's it if you just want it gutted, but not skinned.
Okay.
So that's a really good price, ladies and gentlemen.
Do they have any grouper head?
He didn't ask about that. Sorry
Okay,
about
you
that.
could always check
Yeah,
on
I
that.
could call him after
I
that.
haven't had group ahead in a long time.
Wonderful, wonderful people, wonderful family-owned business.
Okay.
And I love the fact that I'm working along with them. Someone just sent me a message right now. I'm going to give you the phone number. 341-0734, 341-0734. Where they're located on Fire Trail Road. That's if you're heading towards Gladstone Road, that's heading west. It would be on your left-hand side. I'm going to say the other company. Normally, I don't like to call people business.
I'm on Gladstone Road.
Yes.
And I'm heading from which direction?
You're heading west. You're on the I'm sorry, Fire Trail Road. Oh, you're on Gladstone Road. Gladstone Road?
No. I tried for you to give me good geography.
Okay then. So if you're on Gladstone Road and you're heading north, it would be on the right turn. You turn right onto Fire Trail Road. You drive down, and then it'll be on the right-hand side in orange.
So it's on Fire Trail Road?
It's on Fire Trail Road.
Right.
Right on Fire Trail Road.
But you were sending me to Gladstone Road.
No, I'm just telling you. I said if you were heading that direction,
okay,
that's where I was just trying to give you a kind of.
So
you're on that roundabout right there where Fire Trail Road is, right there.
Right.
And you start go up Fire Trail Road and you're heading west. It could be on the left-hand side.
Got you.
Opposite would be Epic Battery.
Really?
Yeah, Epic. Well, they call it Epic Battery and Tire, whatever.
This is powerful.
But Epic Battery.
Now
yes.
I know where you.
Yes, so that's Bahamian Seafood Connection. Go check them out.
They serve food there?
No, they don't serve food. Only raw food.
Oh, it's only raw food?
Only raw food. Now, you carry it home, you prepare it any type of way you want.
Okay.
I even heard they have seasonings and everything else there, so there's other things you can get inside there.
Really?
Yeah, man. So I want you guys to check it out. The phone number is 341-0734, 341-0734, and WhatsApp them at 822-6180, Bahamian Seafood Connection. And remember, if I didn't get a chance to, if you forget any of the numbers, please feel free to WhatsApp me about any companies I spoke about today or even in the past. 552-0212, 552-0212. That's a good number right there.
A beautiful number.
Yeah, man, that's me right there. Okay, good. Next, Audio Plus. Do you have the alarm on your car or cars? Because you're Rodney Munker.
Well.
What about the Lamborghini? On the bands.
There is an alarm, but it belongs to the government.
Okay, then you have a government-issued alarm.
Yeah.
Okay, then. So if you're not fortunate enough, like Mr. Munker right here, to have an alarm on your car, you can go down to Audio. Well, you want to go to the HitSpot. Okay, Audio Plus, HitSpot. Same sister companies. They do wonderful things. At the Audio Plus, you can get all the instruments you want. You can get drums and cowbells and Jonkanu drums and whistles and trumpets and clarinets, flutes, guitars, tambourines, and keyboards.
Where is this located?
This is right there on Soldier Road.
Okay.
This is right there on Soldier Road. Now, that is the Audio Plus. So you can go in and get all those things. If you're a DJ, if you have a studio, if you have a church and you want to get all the amps and all those big things.
They have them there?
You got everything, all the speakers.
I would like to be a
want.
DJ.
You like to be a DJ?
Yeah.
Yeah, what kind of music would you play?
Well, I'd be playing all kind of music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You play Don't Bend Down, Don't Bend Down, Don't Bend. You play all that?
Of course.
I tell you, he's a good DJ.
Yeah.
So you're going to go there. That's Audio Plus. I'll give you the phone number. Please write this down.
I'll write it down.
I forget sometimes. 394-66.
394-66. That's
68.
That's 368.
Yeah, and 68.
And 68?
Yeah.
That sounds like too much number, man.
No, man, that's it. Count it. That's 7.
Really?
394-66.
394.
66.
66.
68.
68.
Yeah, you got it.
That is 7
So you want to go there. They open up from 9 a.m. in the morning.
What their name?
That is the Audio Plus.
Audio
Plus.
Plus.
That's when you want to get all your instruments and all your stuff for
I bet
studio
they don't
and
sell
stuff.
radio.
You know what? Maybe the other place does, right next door.
Really?
No, not right next door, but on Soldier Road
I can't
also.
find no radio.
You and I spoke about this. A lot of people, that's becoming outdated, but I'm sure people should still. Look here, one of my other clients who I ain't talking about today, I can tell you afterwards where you could go.
They got radio?
They got radio.
Big radio?
They got radios.
Radio
They
like
got
what Mama them used to have in the house?
Not those kind, but it'll be still, you can pick up the stations and everything and you will have it home.
It's amazing.
Right nowadays, people don't do that like back in the days we used to sit home and listen to the radio. No.
What they do?
They got the internet now and they listen to their stuff and things in their
I
ears.
want radio, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna turn you on to one.
Turn me
but,
on.
But let me get you now this one. For your car, you can get all the CD players, amps, tweeters, woofers, all them different things you can get at the HitSpot. So you can get all the tweeters and the subwoofers for your car. You can get all the alarms you want. Yes.
I'm looking for tweeters because I got some bump in my face.
No, that's tweezers.
Oh, that's tweezers?
No, man, you don't get no tweezers. You got tweeters. That's the
tweeters
in the music.
Please forgive me.
Yeah, man, good.
Right.
So go down there, get car alarms. Women, you want an alarm, well, women and men, you want an alarm on your car, go down there to the HitSpot. Another good thing what I like about the Hit Spot is the fact that when you go there, you know how you had a Japanese car and you couldn't get the local stations?
Right.
They could put a device in your car, boom, in a matter of minutes, you can hear all the
Really?
FM and AM stations. Yep.
And they're
clear.
reasonable?
Absolutely reasonable. I can't remember the price, but it did not exceed $100.
Really?
Yeah, it might have been between 70 and 90, but I know it didn't exceed $100.
Okay.
So you can get that done, have that change up your the frequency in your car. Now you can listen to FM radio.
And when I hear Japanese, they will convert it to English.
Ah, you got it, Papi. You got it, man. Listen, I like coming here because you're so knowledgeable about so many things.
Well, I thank you for those kind words.
That's not bad. Audio Plus. They're on Soldier. Let's go down here and say everything here. Now the Hit Spot is on Village Road and Soldier Road in the Village Road Shopping Plaza. You can dial 393-3732, and the Hit Spot, second location, they're on Robinson Road, 356-8250, 356-8250. Go down there, get anything you need when it comes to musical supplies in the Bahamas.
Wow.
I spoke about this on another station, but I didn't get a chance to talk about it here.
Okay.
When the client heard that I was coming here with you, he said, Ian, please, we love Mr. Monkey here in Freeport. Everybody loves you in Freeport.
Powerful.
I don't know if it's really Freeport, Grandma, but all them
Everybody
like you.
in Freeport know I love them.
Okay then.
Yeah.
I want you to check out World Wholesale.
World Wholesale.
Yes.
Where's this
Absolutely.
located?
This is the proper location is Queens Highway in the Bamboo East Complex opposite Yeager Funeral Home. So it's located on Queens Highway in the Bamboo East Complex opposite Yeager Funeral Home.
What do they sell?
They got everything, but the most important thing what they carry,
Wow.
they got hurricane impact windows.
Really?
The best, the strongest, the most durable, and they're beautiful.
Are they reasonable?
Reasonably priced. They come with the screen. Yeah, so you can get the bathroom windows, you can get the double windows, the single windows, and even if you want, you can get the hurricane doors.
Really?
Really at good
and
prices.
you think it can take 150 miles of Beryl? Because Beryl is a bad gal.
She's a bad gal. Where's she from?
She's from the Caribbean.
She's from Caribbean. Yeah, she's a bad gal.
Yeah.
So I believe it could. I believe it could. But I'm going to give the phone number so individuals who want to call, they can do that.
Do they supply Nassau?
I was just, hey, give me another pound, man. I was just going to say that. Normally, I always talk about how Nassau companies can supply family islands.
Right.
This is one time Freeport can supply the rest of the Bahamas, inclusive of Nassau.
Really?
They have absolutely
so
best
if I order
prices.
one of them vendors,
Yes.
or one of them dogs,
Can come on the boat.
It could come on the boat.
It come on the boat here for
It'll
you
come to me
at a great price. Yeah.
Really?
This company sells. It's two things they say. They sell wholesale and retail.
Wholesale and retail.
Yeah. They sell bonded and non-bonded items.
Really?
Yes.
And I could buy bonded.
I don't know. I don't know how that works. But people from Freeport can tell me.
Okay.
I don't know how bonded works. I wanted someone intelligent like you to tell me how that works.
Well, I could always find somebody in Freeport who can get it bonded and then bring it to me in Nassau.
But I don't know. As long as you're doing it the right way.
Well, if I'm doing it the right way, buy it for me.
That's World Wholesale. Their phone number, 351-3333.
World Wholesale.
World Wholesale.
I need that number.
Yeah, 351. Very easy. 351.
351.
Then all threes, 4 threes.
4 threes?
Yeah, 3333. 3333.
33.
Yeah, that's World Wholesale.
World. How do you spell world?
WORLD.
Okay.
Yes. So they have an extension selection of these items to beautify your home. So while you go there, you can check out porcelain tiles. They got steel doors and glass doors. They got gorgeous, oh gosh, you know that little piece that goes over your door?
Yeah.
I call a half moon.
Okay.
They sell those also.
Really?
So yes, they do. So if you're trying to renovate your home or your business or your apartment or Airbnb, this is the ideal time, especially with, like you say, this is expected to be a busy hurricane season.
Yeah.
So you can also check them out at www.worldwholesalebahamas.com.
Wow.
www.worldwholesalebahamas.com.
And they will provide.
Yes. They also got. He told me they got the metal tiles that's available in all the colors that you need. Metal tile that goes on top of.
Spell metal for me.
Metal, METAL.
Metal.
Yeah, metal.
Okay.
That goes on your roof, and they got them in different colors like brown, white, green, and tan.
Really?
Wonderful. So now you don't have to deal with them. What's the other thing which you put on your not felt, but what you call it, on top of your roof.
I know what you're talking about.
He said, I know what you're talking about.
Go right ahead.
So you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about that. You have metal tiles on your roof right now. So this is a wonderful time. Give them a call. Check them out. That's World Wholesale. You can check them out on Facebook. You can also check them out at www.worldwholesalebarmers.com. The phone number 351-3333, 351-3333, and get all the hurricane windows you want, all the hurricane doors you want at the absolute best price. You don't have to be rich anymore to have those things.
Now that hurricane is coming, do they have any sales going on?
They have sales going on.
Really?
Yes.
This is powerful. Hurricane sales.
Hurricanes, if you want to call them hurricane sales.
Okay.
Yes. Now, what is so good about this, I'm talking about another company that also gives you great deals when it comes for hurricane.
Really?
So yes, these are my top picks. These are my top picks for this week or even for this month of the hurricane season.
Let me hear
You've got to get your hurricane windows. I'm talking about D&Z Enterprises. They are located right there on East Street and like Malcolm Road. You know what it is?
Yeah.
That's East Street South, right?
Okay.
Okay then. So they're located on East Street South in the Sir Charles Hotel building. You can go there and check them out. It's right downstairs. That's D&Z. They have hurricane windows and hurricane doors. I just got the screen from them the other day because my nephew came and he broke through mine.
There's a hurricane screen.
The hurricane screen. No, the screen that goes into the hurricane door.
Yeah, but is this a hurricane screen?
Well, I don't know if you would call it. Yeah, hurricane screen. That's a weird thing to say. Hurricane screen.
The screen I got in Blackville, it's just a hurricane screen.
Yes?
That's what the people tell me.
That can withstand
They
it.
say, listen, this screen, this is a hurricane screen.
Hey, listen here. I spoke about hurricane windows and doors in Freeport. Now I want to talk about hurricane windows and doors in Nassau. You have to go to D&Z Enterprise. I just said where they are.
And where is it?
They're located on East Street South. East Street South.
And Sir Charles.
Sir Charles in the Sir Charles Hotel building.
I love the place.
You love that place?
Yeah, you could shaka.
What?
After you done shaka, you could place your order.
Boy, I said some crazy stuff. Hey, listen here, man. So no more running to go get your cousin or your uncle or your neighbor to come try batting up your house when the hurricane come. You want to call D&Z. Their phone number is 812-0030-31. 812-0031. Nobody has better prices in Nassau than D&Z Enterprises when it comes to hurricane windows and doors. And they also can go ahead and install them for you. I was there. They have this beautiful egg chair.
Right.
It's a solo egg chair that you can sit in. It comes with bamboo around it and nice, comfortable.
Really?
It just hangs right there and you just relax.
Can I stretch my legs out? I'm looking for one that I can stretch my legs out.
No, you can't do it. Okay. For this one, either you sit in it or you could crawl up, like sit Indian style in it.
Really?
That's wonderful. Then they have this nice jacuzzi. Like about a 6-person jacuzzi, nice and big.
What is a jacuzzi?
Jacuzzi, you go home from work afterwards, it comes on, you turn on the hot water and the jets and the make your body feel good, rejuvenates you and everything.
And all of this is at Sir Charles Hotel?
All of this is at D&Z Enterprises, which is located in the former Sir Charles. What is that called? Do you call it?
It's
in the Sir Charles building. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
That's where Sir Charles Hotel is.
Yes. And guess what? With this promotion, at least people know where D&Z Enterprise is. Where they're located.
That's the Charles Hotel.
Okay, that's it. Well, you something else here. What I also want to tell you about them right now, you can get plywood, 5/8 roofing plywood right now at $33.50 right now in time for hurricane. Like I talked about the 6-person jacuzzi, that's a wonderful thing down there. So you want to go and make your whole area, your whole space look beautiful. You want to go to D&Z Enterprises, located East Street South. It's right down there where you can get porcelain tiles, vinyl flooring, freestanding bathtubs, gorgeous freestanding bathtubs, bathroom vanities, and so much more. Mention that you guys heard it right here with Mr. Manka on this nice show, Freedom March, and they can work out something good for you.
Really?
So I'll give you the phone number one more time. D&Z Enterprises. Write this down. D&Z Enterprises.
N-Z
Yes.
Enterprises.
If you want hurricane windows right here in Nassau, 812-0031. 812-0031. You go down there and check them out. Someone asked me for my number. This is my number, 552-0212. Also, I want to tell you, your favorite product is here.
What is this?
The Bully Pill.
Bully Pill.
The Bully Pill.
Is it good for soups?
It's good for, you say soups?
Yeah.
Yep. You can go somewhere and you'll go cocoa soup.
Really?
Yep. Something for the two. Boy, when you take this pill, you'll be the hottest guy on the radio
Really?
and TV.
Really?
This is a great pill for you and your partner. Not just you, anybody
It
else.
sounds like a sinful pill.
It's a great pill. You take it, you drink it with water. Half an hour later, whoops! What's happening down there?
That pills is sinful.
The pill could say, "Hey, Mr. Munker, I salute you, buddy."
Is that the pills of the devil?
This is the pills that take you to the next level. Hey, listen here, get this. Don't matter what age you are. I have people in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, even 70s. They take this pill. They said, "Ian, it's rejuvenated my relationship." Women have been calling me all day. They said, "Listen, ain't nothing been happening home for a little while."
Do you have pills for women?
They had pills for women. They kind of
Really?
stopped them. Yeah. But a lot of women after a certain age, they are more in the mood.
This is
sinful. So sometimes men are declining and women are inclining. And so you have to try to meet in that middle ground.
Sinful.
You take this, you go home and say, "Hey, honey, what you saying?" "Hey, right here. Come in here. Mwah, I love you. Mwah, I love you." Yeah. "What's your name?" "They call me Rodney." "Ah, Rodney, my friend. Let me rub your bald head. Yeah, you got that nice bed. You're so handsome. Come here." And you say, "Wow, wow, Rodney Monkey, take off your bow tie, you swing it, you go over there, ma.
You're sinful.
No, that's you. That's how you could be later on.
Sinful.
When you take your well, I could give when I say, "Rodney, yeah, see with that, handle that, Rodney." You can say, yeah, daddy, daddy.
Do you know that I'm opposed to old people having sex?
Yes.
I believe
Yes. That's because you haven't seen it happen. Now, when you take this and you say, "I don't know more already. My milkshake tins all the boys to the yard. They're like,
I believe
it's
that
better than your..."
should be confined between young people.
Yes, young people and people who are young and hard.
I can't stand old people having sex.
You can't stand that. What's wrong with it?
I hate
Is
to
it the
see
drooling?
I hate to see it.
You hate to see it?
Yeah.
You can't even take it home and think about it.
It's devilish.
Ready, but come on, man. You think some boy could take this? Listen, it's all natural. It doesn't matter if someone has high blood pressure or diabetes. It won't interfere. It's an all natural pill. Women have been calling like crazy for this. They want to reignite that thing. When I say that thing, I'm talking about the relationship that they've been missing for a while. And then you have a lot of men who are they're old and dating a younger woman. I don't want something to happen where that younger woman going straight.
Do you have anything for prostate?
Prostate? My other client has that.
Okay.
Yeah, but this is going to make you be like the old Rodney.
It is the pills of the devil.
Higher level. Hey, listen here, I got to say one more thing before I go. Two more things. I'll try to say quickly. If you need a DNA test, you need to call DNA Direct at 324-0665. You can get a DNA test for as low as $450 with no needles or blood involved. It's easy.
Really?
You want to find out if someone's your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister. You want to call DNA Direct at 324-0665. The reason why individuals choose DNA Direct, they're the least expensive on the island at $450.
Wow.
There's a payment plan. You can do half down,
Really?
pay the balance when the results come in, and they have a mobile service available 7 days a week
Will they
between
be
7 and
able
7.
to determine if I'm related to a Chinese baby?
If you want to be related to that Chinese baby, you just say, "Come here,
And
little
if
one."
I am not.
Yes.
Do I pay half?
You can pay all, and then you can try tell that woman, "Listen, yeah, you know, since I paid for the whole thing, let's just call it off." But that's a personal thing. But it's very important. A lot of people try to figure out who they are. They need to know who they are, and this is just a way. If you can't handle the truth, don't do it. But if you want to find out,
can I do a test to see if I'm a Chinese?
You could do it, but that's ancestry. You have to do that.
Okay.
Now see my thing going down to 1 minute. He counted me down.
Go ahead.
Last thing before I go, you guys been calling me about that privacy screen. You have a chain link fence. Tired of people looking into your yard? Get the privacy screen, the Samsung privacy screen. It's affixed right on the chain link fence. It's tied down. You can get someone to install it. It's 50 feet long, 6 feet tall, and it's only $189.
Really?
Which is a great price.
Great price.
$189, 50 feet long, 6 feet tall. It's easily affixed to the fence, and it's breathable. It's a wonderful, wonderful material. Don't forget, give me a call.
This is
Ian
Freedom
Thomas,
Apps.
Direct Marketers,
Ian Thomas.
552-0212.
He's selling crab.
Yes, yep. Get your crab.
Alphabetically.
Yes.
I can use some crab.
Yes, you can.
This is powerful.
Get that bully pill. You need it. Get that bully pill. Don't be ashamed.
Go well, everybody.
$55.
God save the king.
It's a wonderful thing.
God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. May God save the soul of Ian Thomas. breaking news taking place. His Majesty King Charles III shall swear in a new Prime Minister of Great Britain. The Labour Party has defeated the Conservative, and if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, Keir Starmer.
Yeah.
Keir Starmer, he is the new Prime Minister, defeating a Conservative government led by a Hindu. I believe he's a Hindu or an Indian or somebody from Pakistan, a descendant. So there is new leadership, and this is a true white man who is leading England. Labour has won 410 votes after the Conservative Party has been in power for 14 years. So we think that the Conservative, perhaps they will get about 131 votes in Britain's Parliament, which has over 600 seats. So it's a new day in Great Britain, and I'm certain that the King, that's King Charles III, shall be happy to invite the new leader of the Labour Party, who is in effect the new incoming Prime Minister, to form a new government. So that is the news taking place in England. God save the King and the entire royal family. It's powerful. Well, my spiritual advisor, did you do birthdays?
Well, we're going to do some commercials first. I mean, some ads. So
okay.
do some ads first.
So you do ads first.
And then we'll do birthdays. Yeah, so the Work Center located Rosetta Street across from Roberts Furniture is your one-stop shop for back-to-school Dickies, Timberlands, and many, many more. Come on down and let their friendly staff assist you with getting ready for back to school. Everybody needs money, always, so send money internationally and locally through Western Union with MoneyMax. Download the MoneyMax app today to send cash instantly to a family member or friend, anytime, anywhere. Sending money has never been simpler. The app is available on the Apple Store and the Google Play Store. MoneyMax. Live your max life.
This is powerful. Did we do birthdays?
Well, we got some birthdays to do now. So who's on first? Let's see. Siobhan Miller. Happy birthday to one of the Bahamas' best hairstylists. It's coming from, just call my name, okay. Siobhan Miller, happy birthday to you. All the best to you. Your friends and family wish you a happy birthday. Happy birthday to Siobhan Miller. And then Janice Hall is celebrating the birthday as well. Happy birthday to Janice Hall. It's coming from Sheila McSweeney, family and friends. Enjoy your day. All the best to you, Janice Hall. Tatiana McSweeney. Tatiana McSweeney. Happy 5th birthday to Tatiana McSweeney from Nana, Tamara, Morgan, Prince, Vargo, and all the family. Enjoy your special day, Tatiana. AJ, happy birthday goes out to AJ from his parents, Antonio and Deidre Malcolm. Also from Deandra and Leandro, a grandmother, Anna Mae Bain, great-grandmother, Verna Russell. Happy birthday to AJ. Let's see, Renea Culmer. Renea Culmer, happy 6th birthday to Renea Culmer. And coming from your parents, Ronaldo and Latika, your brother, Amari, your sisters, Rena, your grandparents, Sherman and Crystal, Shelly Panza and Gregory Cooper, family and friends. Enjoy your day. They love you. Happy birthday, Renea Culmer. Chris James Bethel Jr. celebrating happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, Christopher James Bethel, from your mom, Daphne Hannah, your only brother, Anwar Bethel, your niece, Makia, and all those who love you. Enjoy your 38th birthday, Chris James Bethel Jr. All right. That's what I have. What do you have, Sandra?
Well, my spiritual advisor, I would like to join you in wishing everyone in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas who's celebrating a birthday today, would wish them a happy birthday, like I wish the United States of America. I think you are special to be born on the 4th of July. So happy birthday. And for those of you who are celebrating an anniversary, I say happy anniversary, and this is powerful. You might as well open up the line now, eh?
Yeah, the lines are opened. 323-7775 is the number to call. 698-0775 and 698-0776. You can call us. But before you do, I have a special shout out I forgot.
Go ahead.
Special shout out to twins Felicia and Alicia. I understand they're two women then.
They accept my leadership?
Apparently they do. I met them in an eatery this morning. So
this
special shout out to Felicia and Alicia.
Felicia?
Felicia and Alicia.
Felicia and
Alicia.
And Alicia.
Not Annalicia, Alicia.
Felicia and Alicia.
Yeah, they're twins.
Listen, Felicia and Alicia, I'm so honored that both of you women have accepted my leadership, and I join my spiritual advisor in saluting you.
Shouting out, yes,
this is powerful.
absolutely.
Before the spiritual advisor open up the air, I want to draw to the attention that today the Parliamentary Registration Department, they closed at 2 p.m. I was shocked when I went there that everybody was wearing masks. And I immediately wondered what was going on. I know that there is talk about COVID, but I was excited when it was not COVID they were faced with, to the extent that I didn't have to feel intimidated medically. Their concern is moles. So I want Wayne Munro, who is the minister responsible for national security and the minister responsible for the Parliamentary Registration Department, and all of those charming young people who are working there. I want him to know that he has to fight the moles, because these workers have been leaving the job every day at 2 p.m. And we have to have that business running, because the Prime Minister has already alerted the PLP that election is drawing near. And there are scores of Bahamians who has to go there to inform the parliamentary commissioner that they have moved from one constituency to a next. And if you're living in the same constituency and you were registered in the last general election, there's no need to register anymore. But if you have been registered and you have moved from one constituency to another one, now you need to inform them so that you could be transferred to the new voters list. And so I was very disturbed that they closed today. So I would like to see Mr. Munro finding a way to kill the moles. Now, I'm not sure how you kill moles, but the moles need to be killed so that these people can work, because there is a push to encourage young people to register to vote and to transfer to their new constituency. And this is powerful. So I'm going to invite my spiritual advisor.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think one or two people waiting. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Good afternoon, spiritual advisor.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Senator Manta.
Sir.
God bless America, my home, sweet home.
This is powerful.
God save it.
Amen.
Senator Munter, I know you had Mr. Ian there, the marketing fellow, right?
Yes, he was here.
But I agree with you. I think that sex is to be left for the young folks.
Yes.
But those pills, let me tell you the experience of those pills. I have a friend, she's a nurse. I have several friends that died from those pills. I know he's saying that there's no side effect, but what happens is when you take those pills,
yes,
the pills go throughout your body,
right,
out of the blood from everywhere,
okay,
and send it to your sexual organ.
Really?
Yes, it does.
Oh, I didn't know
However, when it's time for the blood to return,
okay,
when it's time for the blood to return,
yes,
some of the capillaries,
right,
that expel the blood to go there,
right,
can't reinflate because they're too small.
Really?
Yes, they're too small to reinflate, which results in brain aneurysm, shortness of breath, heart attacks.
Really?
And several other stuff. So be careful.
Well, I can assure you that I would never take any pills because I'm a senior citizen and every day I'm preparing for heaven. And I do believe that sex is for young people, and I can't stand old people having sex.
Yeah,
you okay?
I'm just letting the nation know, whether you're young or old, against the real side effects of those pills.
Well, I thank you.
There are so many people dropping down with aneurysms and all of that.
So that's must be what killed my neighbor.
That's possibly what
he had.
I can call some names, but I won't.
He had aneurysm.
Yes.
Well, when I get to Black Village, I'm going to summons my relative so I could determine what the hell this is.
And you know why I can tell you that, Mr. Mountain Senator?
Yes.
It almost killed me.
Really? But
yes,
certainly,
yes.
It is scandalous that you, who is older than I am, that you would be indulging in that kind of worldly and bodily activity.
No, man, but a correction, point of correction.
Go ahead.
I'm 61.
Wait, don't talk no nonsense. You was one of the younger children, eh?
Man, but about baby, I go there.
You was one of the younger children, eh? Okay, then. I apologize. You're young, but thank you for the advice. You don't have to worry about me. I stay far from the devil pills.
Yeah, thank you so much, caller. Take care.
That's all spiritual advice.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you take care, man. All the best. 323-7775 is the number to call, 698-0775. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Yes, sir. A very pleasant, blessed good afternoon. This is Spiritual Advisor. Mr. Manka. Welcome back. But telco mess up my 3 phones. That's why you didn't hear from me.
Really? I was wondering why I have not heard from you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And a very pleasant, blessed good afternoon. I'd like to send out a shout to all the senior citizens around the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Yes.
The second to the short end, to those incarcerated, to every family in the hour of bereavement, that pain has no sorrow that heaven cannot cure, and let us continue to pray for the mercies of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. And to every family which about to the force of the loved one of the Mother's Day, that it has no sorrow that heaven cannot cure. And let us continue praying for the male seeds of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, the sick and to the short and to those incarcerated, and to everybody that knows, seek your better known as Brother Joe. And y'all have a blessed afternoon, Mr. Spiritual Advisor. Y'all be encouraged. God bless you.
Yes, you take care.
God bless you.
God
Give
bless you.
my regards to...
All the best.
This is powerful. I thank you.
Take care. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Mr. Mongo.
Sir.
How are you?
Listen, I am fine. Praise the Lord. How are you?
I'm well, man. Listen, Special Advisor, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
People in Golden Gate need some help in Antigua Street, man.
What happened on Antigua Street?
Man, the road unpaved for weeks, months. Ministers, they see helping us, but I done changed 2-tire and 4-tire Roy.
Are you speeding through that street?
No,
so
man.
bad the streets are.
We can't speed.
I want you to send me a photograph of Antigua Street because I have discovered, and I am not accusing you, that I've had complaints from citizens, and then when I check, I find that it's misleading.
No, man.
I'm not going to accuse you of misleading me. Send me the photograph. Who is your member of parliament?
Miss Glover Road.
Pierre Glover Road, yeah.
I want you to know that she's a wonderful member of parliament.
She's a save woman. I know she is under your advisement.
Yes.
And listen to me. She is a very good minister. She shows her face. She sends her people. But listen, the road through Antigua Street, oh God.
Listen, if I have to go to see the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Work and say to him to give me a carload of tar, your road will be fixed. So you send me a picture and send me a location marker. Okay?
What's the number? Let me get the number.
My number is 801-5760. 801-5760. Take me a picture, send me a location marker. Once I'm satisfied, I shall go to see Luther Smith, the permanent secretary, and I'm prepared to tell Luther if he ain't got no truck available, he could throw it in my government back trunk. Because the people, we're going to take care of them because the Prime Minister say, get ready for the campaign, okay?
Golden Gate 3 for PM, man. We from Miss Glover Road.
Well, listen, if I have to tote that on the government back trunk, I'm prepared to do it, okay? So send it to me, and let's get that straightened.
All right,
Pierre Glover now.
Yeah, you take care.
Pierre Glover forever.
Thank you.
It's powerful.
Amen.
Amen, my brother. What a wonderful citizen he is. He's not complaining. He has a little problem, and all he wants it to be corrected. He's not trying to castigate the member of parliament. So I'm prepared to put it in my government car. And I got about 2-3 pair of shovel in Black Village, and I'm prepared to fix the road for him. Go ahead, my spiritual advisor.
Welcome to Freedom March, Call you live.
Yes, good afternoon, spiritual advisor, Mr. Rodney Monka.
Good afternoon.
Ça passe comment il y a tout bagay bien?
Ah! Mes amis, moi bien!
Oui, moi, ça, oui.
Oui!
Ah! Monka, I send you my mother information today because her birthday today. She 88 years old.
And I didn't see it.
She living in Peter Street.
I must find that. I'm disappointed because today I was surrounded by many of our people, and I can't believe I didn't see that.
Our brother's birthday was yesterday. That's George Daly in Freeport, Grand Bahama.
Really?
My mommy, Myrtle Daly, her birthday today.
Listen to me. Send that to me first thing tomorrow so that I could properly prepare that and salute your mother and your uncle. How does that?
Yes, sir.
Listen to me. Mes amis, pardonne-moi.
Ok, pas de problème, monsieur.
Parce que j'ai moi pas bon. C'est pas pour lui. Merci.
Okay, monsieur.
Okay, monsieur. This is powerful. Tomorrow.
Okay, bon.
Oh, my people, they know how to make me feel good. It's so emotional. You know, to be living in the Bahamas.
Where we speak English.
And my people recognize
Where
me.
we speak English.
This is powerful.
We don't speak
this
French.
Is powerful. Well, I always told my mother, I said, Mom, you sure I family the all? I always say to them.
Let's take these calls, man. Running on with this French stuff, man. Welcome to Freedom March, Call you live.
It's beautiful.
Welcome to Freedom March, Call you live.
Hello?
Yes, you're live, caller. Go ahead.
This is Mr. Bradley Road?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, how you doing?
Fine. How you doing?
I'm great. This is your family.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Monka, how you doing? I see you drinking water or whatever you're drinking out of a cup.
It's a
I
little...
want to set a happy birthday
Yes.
to my grandson, Marine Seaman Justin Burrows, coming from his grandmother, Anna Mae Forbes.
Okay.
To my brother, Holly Taylor in Black Point, Exuma.
Okay.
Coming from his sister, Anna Mae Forbes.
All right. Thank you so much.
Anna Mae, you're such a wonderful, loving grandmother and sister. God bless you, eh?
Thank you.
You take care now. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Sandra.
No more calls?
No, we don't have any calls, eh?
It's so wonderful. Yeah.
We have some photos. We have some up-to-date information about some.
Go ahead, my spiritual advisor.
What may have transpired in Jamaica?
Yeah, let's see it.
That's the storm pass through. Producer, what do we have? Okay. You have any audio? No, eh? Okay. We have some still photos, right? As well.
It was devastating.
Oh yeah, man, yeah, it's terrible. Oh my goodness, wow.
Yeah, it was devastating, and that is why we here in the Bahamas must be prepared and take precautionary measures. I'm not hearing enough from the disaster people. I'm not hearing enough where to go. I live in Black Village. Where should I go if I have to seek refuge? So we need people to know it, okay? It's very important, and if you're handicapped, people need to know if you need to be rescued. The late Obi Vilchka, when he discovered that I was suffering from certain handicaps, he immediately had me put on a special list that in the case of an emergency, I would be among those handicapped citizens to be rescued. So if you have family members who have certain handicaps, you should register with the Department of Social Services so that they could know that in the event of a major storm, perhaps an earthquake, perhaps a tornado, they would know who among the population throughout the Bahamas would need to be rescued. And this is powerful because the Prime Minister has warned us that we cannot ignore the fact of climate change. This is what Prime Minister Philip Davis continued to warn and to remind us that we cannot forget climate changes. And that becomes very, very important because we are seeing the devastation that is taking place in the United States as it relates to the various natural disasters occurring in America. And we've seen that the month of July, for the first time in the history, perhaps, of the world, that we're seeing a hurricane forming. And so early, the month of July, usually your storms start terribly, maybe August, September, October. But July, and this has been devastating, devastating. And we have to be careful there, my spiritual advisor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then two, because of the amount of damage that was done in some of the Caribbean islands, I'm wondering if, I think I've seen some in the papers today where it's possible that the Prime Minister would probably decide to send a team to one of those islands in the Caribbean to help with the restoration.
Yeah.
Help them to restore. Because I think folks were sent to the Bahamas when we experienced that devastation from Dorian, right?
Of course. You recall that the United States government, they arrived first, and you may not remember that there exists an agreement between the United States and His Majesty's government in England, that's King Charles III's government, that if there should ever be a natural disaster to hit the Bahamas, it is agreed that the Americans will provide rescue services until the King's government arrive here. So this is powerful, and it's a clear demonstration that His Majesty, King Charles III, and the entire royal family loves us. So as long as England's throne can be secured, because, you know, for me it's a sad day the Americans celebrating their 248th anniversary, every independence that the Americans celebrate, I mourn over the fact how they overthrew our blessed late king, King George III, in 1776. And the Americans have ride the back of a tiger, and by damn, 248 years later, Americans all over the United States are rising up in protest. We may have to send troops to occupy America if the election get out of hand. Okay? I know it's going to be difficult because they got plenty guns. This is Freedom March. God save the United States of America. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. God save King Charles III and the entire